My review of the Season 7 opening. The first fight, the Witch Doctor versus Ribbot fight. Well, it just kind of went out like I expected it to. Ribbot was destroyed by Witch Doctor, and Witch Doctor's letting everyone know that they're out for the golden bolt. I meant the golden. I meant the nut. They're out for the nut. Because they ripped apart Ribbot. We're like, two of the wheels were gone, and it looked dead by the end of it, so they made a pretty impressive showing of kicking some frog ass. Next, the Quantum and Captain Shredderator fight. It just kind of played out how I expected it to. Nothing really happened that I wasn't already going to expect. I expected Captain Shredderator wasn't going to win. I expected that they were just going to be pierced to death. I expected that little wedge thing would have been really pointless and useless. Nothing really happened that I didn't already think would happen. So yeah. The most notable thing is that Quantum will be fighting Black Dragon, so that'll be interesting. Now, this next fight was really crazy. The Ripperoni and Gruff fight was actually a really fun fight. Now, I just have to show you a little clip of Ripperoni doing gymnastics in the BattleBots, because it was fun as hell to watch. Basically, the fight was insane. Gruff actually did a pretty good job. They were able to control the fight. They were able to basically just make Ripperoni bounce itself all over the place. And the balancing wheel ended up being basically useless because that did not exactly help the gyroscopic force from just freaking making them do flips in the BattleBots arena. It was fun to watch, though, but they did do some damage to Gruff, and I was extremely impressed that robot survived the entire fight. That was really impressive showing for the newbie. I'm excited to see what fights they have in the future. The next fight, Huge versus Shatter. I have a little nickname for this fight. The Revenge of Huge. It basically was huge shit out of Shatter for the entire... Shatter really took a beating. They were ripped apart. The robot's parts all over the place, flipped upside down, not moving. The fucking frame was split. Part of the damn frame was split. I'm not joking. When you look at shots of the fight, you can see there's a crack on the frame of Shatter. Look up fights, you look up the fight Huge vs. Shatter, and look, there's cracks on the side of the fucking frame. Huge is back. He's been having a shitty time before with not good. He's not having a good time since 2019, The previous season's not been that good for him. The team captain's back, and he's ready for revenge. The next fight, Glitch versus Riptide. Well, it was a quick and done fight. It took one hit from Riptide, and Glitch was, they weren't working. They were on their head. It was a very quick fight. I think Glitch's overt weakness is fast vertical spinners, which can be exploited easily, but hopefully they can do better in their fights. And Riptide, they're looking better than ever in their new performance so far. I would not be surprised if they reached the finals this season. They're looking dangerous with a capital D. And the next fight, Free Shipping versus Gigabyte. A lot of these fights, I predicted the way it ends out. Not exactly the one who wins, but I can predict who the fight ends out. And I did basically predict the end of the fight. Free shipping took a lot of the hits, Gigabyte got out of control, and their weapon eventually was deactivated to some regards, and they just picked it apart. But there's one part of it where I'm pretty sure the game was supposed to work like that. Like, the shell, it was supposed to be spinning. The insides of the robot, like the inside part where like the motors and stuff and the wires are, it was spinning internally. Maybe something got disconnected from the mainframe, the shell. Probably within that regard. It usually does when it's not on contact with the ground. But free shipping. They are back with a vengeance. It's been years since they had a televised win. And now they're back. And they ripped it apart. And this next fight is against the Minotaur, which that would just be awesome. Two of the best drivers going against each other. The next fight was the Tantrum versus Minotaur fight. Basically, Tantrum was able to get a couple jabs in the beginning, and then Minotaur got 2 big hits and basically kicked Tantrum's ass. Where it was on its head, couldn't still fight. But I'm pretty sure it also lost some parts. It probably did. I just forgot because I have not seen the fight since Thursday. And some of the recordings I make are on Saturday because I have to have this uploaded. So I'm pretty sure there are parts in some damn dog that damn dog's barking again. Basically, some of the parts were ripped off. The parts were ripped off, and it was actually a really fun fight to watch. And I'm really glad that the Brazilians are back and ready to kick some ass.